Hey everybody, this is Brandon here saying that, well, there's always been a point in someone's life that they say that, there's just this one point in life that something just really pisses you off. Something that makes you want to say, wow, I can't believe I wasted my time with this. I can't believe I even paid for this. I'm of course talking about a movie, but everyone has that certain movie that they wish they just never had any involvement with. And unfortunately, this is my movie. And if you don't already know what I'm talking about, I am talking about, of course, the unholy piece of crap that is Black Christmas. Well, wait a minute, not that one. I'm talking about the remake. The remake of Black Christmas is just horrible. It is a monstrosity. This movie is the movie that made me just hate remakes. They're not bad. Some of them are actually really good. But it feels like after this movie came out, they've been progressively getting worse and worse over the years. Now, obviously, Black Christmas is... This is a remake of the 1974 movie under the same title. And unlike this movie, that one was a classic hit. But think about this for a second. What are remakes supposed to do? They're supposed to follow the same storyline as the original movie does, but also add in new things that the director of the movie wants to be put in. Well, unfortunately, this remake barely follows any of that. Okay, I have a lot of problems with this film, but I'm going to start off with the minor ones. For instance, the acting in this film. In the original Black Christmas, the victims of the film were a bunch of sorority girls in this sorority house that they were staying in. But the sorority girls in the old Black Christmas knew what they were doing. They actually knew how to handle the situation and how to find ways to get out of it. Well, unfortunately, in this film, it feels like the sorority girls aren't even using their brains. Oh my god, we just found a decapitated body inside a car. Okay, me and this girl are gonna go and get some help, while everyone else stays at the house. Well, okay, listen, I know I might be taking this, you might be thinking, oh, this guy's taking this way too seriously. Well, the thing is, though, when the trailers for this movie came out on TV, they scared the hell out of me. They literally scared the hell out of me. And so, like, months later, when this movie came out on DVD, I was like, wow, the trailers for this movie scared me. This movie's probably really, really scary. Let me pay $29.95 for it. That was a big mistake. A really big mistake. But one of my biggest problems with this film is that this is the stupid backstory they give to Billy. Billy is the serial killer in the original Black Christmas. And however, in the original Black Christmas, he isn't really given much of a backstory. He's basically just, oh, he's a crazy guy. He just wants to kill people for no reason. But in this movie, they actually give him a backstory to why he does this. But unfortunately, it's probably the most stupidest, most ridiculous backstory ever thought for any character in a movie. Now, I'm not going to say, like, everything very slowly, because that'll just waste time. So I'm just going to say really, really quickly. Oh, and by the way, this is a big spoiler for the main plots of the film. So if you still want to see this movie, then just shut this review off right now. Okay, Billy was born with yellow skin. His mother did not like him. His father, on the other hand, did like him. So the mother kills his dad. Billy sees this happen, so his mother's forced to lock him in the attic, where she then marries a husband that's just as bad as she is. And then she has another kid who's a girl, who's somehow Billy's sister/daughter. And she does not know anything about Billy being up in the attic. One day, Billy, who is now a full-grown adult, goes completely insane, murders them all, except Agnes, his daughter/sister, who gets away. And for some reason, gets a cookie cutter, starts cutting off chunks off his mom and his dad, puts it in the oven for about 300 degrees for like 5 minutes, gets a tall glass of milk, and starts eating them like cookies and milk. That's just stupid. That's just really stupid. However, it does explain why Billy, or whoever the hell was at the house killing all the sorority girls, looks like Norman Bates dressed up like his mother from Psycho. And this is the remake's biggest problem. It offers nothing original. It offers nothing original. It doesn't even... Like most horror movies today, although they're different and they're kind of not like your old 80s movies, they at least offer something original, but unfortunately Black Christmas doesn't. However, a lot of people say, well, wait a minute, this remake actually has the famous scene of Black Christmas where, well, in the old Black Christmas, there's supposed to be this famous scene where Billy kills one of the girls with a shower curtain and ends up propping them up in the attic near the window throughout the entire movie, giving it a very horrific scene of her at the window. Well, yeah, that happens in the remake too, but unfortunately, it is overdone because he or she is trying to constantly do that. She's constantly putting paper bags, or I mean plastic bags, over people's heads in order to try to suffocate them and prop them up in the attic. Seriously, don't kill that scene. Don't kill it. What is wrong with you? Okay, look, I can bash this movie for hours, but I guess the best thing for me to say is that, well, this movie just isn't worth anyone's time. I mean, it really isn't. I mean, anyone who watches this movie is gonna think it's really, really stupid. I mean, the story is stupid, the characters are dumb, and the climax, you know, the big conflict at the end, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? It's just disappointing and really upsetting. So, if you want to watch a movie that is scary, if you want to even watch a movie that's even worth your time, then please, by all means, see the original Black Christmas. Because that movie is way better than this one, and it's definitely worth your time. And if you are going to see this movie, then please rent it. Do not buy it. I mean, don't be like me, with having this movie sit on the shelf, and I constantly have to stare at it, and it's always a reminder saying, you could have used that $30 on something else besides this piece of crap.